Hey everybody, to walk you through my hammock winter camping situation where I'm at so far. I've got this cheap sleeping bag from Walmart. I think it was 20 something dollars, and it's rated down to 30 or 40 degrees, I can't remember, but I do know that in the mid 30s I froze horribly out at Burning Man this year and at Lake Tahoe prior to that, so I knew I needed to do something. So what I did was I cut a hole in the bottom of it, cut a perfect circle instead of a slit like some people do, because I wanted to kind of have not like a tear ready part. And then I glued it shut with a vinyl repair because it's what I had on hand, and then I sewed it with a needle and thread, and then I went over it real thick with vinyl repair again, and then I got some tenacious tape from REI, and I went ahead and put like a protective layer of tape over all of that, so hopefully that'll keep anything from rubbing on it and screwing it up. This tent already had these nice little tabs at the base of it, so I went ahead and ran kind of lark's headed to this. I ran through my carabiner down to this side where I put another carabiner, a cheap one, light one. So that's right about where my feet should be. And then over here, this is something I've been doing since before this, back when I used to put my hammock inside put my sleeping bag inside the hammock, was I would put like a little tennis ball or something up here in the hood of the sleeping bag, and then I've got a hangman's knot there, which goes up to either my ridge line or something like that, which keeps the sleeping bag from crumbling down to the very bottom of the hammock, which you know is really annoying because of all the wiggling to get into your sleeping bag. So I would definitely recommend that technique, just to keep the head of the sleeping bag up where it should be. And then I've gone ahead and a step further and done the same basically for the feet of it. And also now I'm running the hammock all the way inside the sleeping bag, which is what a lot of people are calling a pod system. So forgive me for having the dim lighting in here. I'm just trying to do this inside because it's nighttime and I live in the city. So my neighbor already took a picture of me in my hammock in the backyard and was like, so this is happening. So anyway, so that's what I'm working with right now. Actually, I did lay in it like I mentioned yesterday. Before I cut the hole here, I just actually had the hammock coming out the bottom of the zipper, which is no problem. It does cost you like a solid foot of sleeping bag length, which is why I went for the hole here. But to test it, I went ahead and had the hammock coming out here and laid in there for a second, and it's really, really warm. So if I'm doing like 3 seasons camping, I'll probably still use this if it's getting down like below 70 at night, and I'll just not have any kind of material or blankets underneath, because this will be plenty. And what I'm hoping to do, since I live in Ohio and it doesn't get that cold, relatively speaking, I might just try to put a bivvy on the inside. So I'll just skip for as long as I can any kind of like thermarest, or what I'd probably go for first is the like the truck windshield reflector thing, which I've heard works really well and costs $10. So I'd probably try that if the bivvy wasn't enough. But the bivvy I've tested and warms up really well. So I think the bivvy, which is very thin and doesn't compress to, you know, like negate its properties for keeping you warm, I think the bivvy plus this would work really, really well. So as long as we're around freezing, I think I'm in good shape, but I will let you know. But this is where I'm at right now.